close to $500,000 in the past 3 months dropshipping using TikTok ads and only TikTok ads. In this video, I'm going to be going over totally how I was able to do it and how you and a bunch of other people are being misled into being told to run their ads in other markets where everyone is just fighting over the same piece of the pie. If I told you that there was a way of dropshipping where you never had to worry about market competitors again, where these blue ocean environments that everyone always talks about and glorifies actually becomes a reality, and you're able to find winning products 5 times easier. In this video, I'm going to be going over exactly what that is and releasing my own strategy that I've used to generate close to $500,000 in sales. So let's get into it. We can see here that on a combined revenue for both of my stores here, I'll hit a quick refresh check. This store here has generated this amount from August 1st to November 2nd, $153,017. And then if we hit a refresh check on this one as well, you can see the numbers right here from August 1st to November 2nd, bringing us close to almost $500,000. Closer because the revenue on these stores as well, I started on this one a little prior or a little earlier as well. This one had some revenue in July as well. So anyway, with that out of the way, how was I able to do this? Using only TikTok ads and not selling in a market like the US. Well, the truth is, in the US, everyone's fighting over the same piece of the pie. You may have noticed or seen when you will test a product, you're used to getting $1, $2 CPCs and absurdly high CPMs. And you wonder why, because you test your products and you know your testing's good and you felt confident in your ads, but you then look at your metrics and are sadly disappointed by the results that you get. And that's exactly the same position I was in as well. I would test products in the US and wonder why my metrics would be so bad and why I wouldn't get sales. Maybe the answer isn't just your product, or it's maybe not your ads. It could be your market, and that's one thing that I changed as well. I am no longer used to fighting over a piece of a pie for a bunch of other competitors that I know that I'm better, other competitors that I know I can outperform, and I'd question myself and say, why am I not able to succeed? This is exactly how I've been able to make close to $500,000 in just 3 months, utilizing only TikTok ads, only utilizing the United Kingdom. Let's get into the first misconception of what people think about selling in other markets. I think the most common one I hear is the market size will be too small. That's one thing I always hear, and I just know it is completely false. Anyone who tells you that market size for a certain country is too small to run a product, it's just simply because they've never run a product in that country themselves. So how do you get around this? Well, in order to sell into other countries, you have to be equipped with something called a agency account, and especially on TikTok, you have to have something called a TikTok agency account. These aren't impossible to come by, but they are a little difficult and they do come with a price. If you are interested in grabbing yourself one, I am giving every single member access to a TikTok agency account inside my Discord server. If you are interested in one of those, you can join my Discord server and open up a ticket so we can get you supplied with the TikTok agency account. Imagine that the products that you sell almost represent a huge swimming pool. You know, before anyone sells that product, that swimming pool is full with water, and this water, you know, obviously represents money. And so with people who have bigger budgets and the people who have smaller budgets, everyone has their own vacuum in hand. And whenever someone puts up that post ads, they are going to be having a little vacuum that then gets put into that pool and slowly sucks out money. The money goes into their bank account. Well, what a lot of people don't realize is as more and more of these vacuums get added into the pool, some being enormous and some being just very non-effective to the swimming pool, it's eventually going to drain of water, and people don't get this. But the thing that a lot of people do forget is when that product drains of water, that's only for the market that everyone is advertising in. It's never for the market that other people aren't. And that's exactly what I've been able to do. I've been able to see the products that people are selling in these main markets like the US and Canada, and I've been able to strategically place them and advertise them into my own swimming pool and have it all to myself in a different market. Now, you may be asking, what about misconception number 2, language barrier? You know, as the world is a very big place, there's a lot of language barriers in different languages that are spoken around the world. And so it could be hard to get around some of these things, but at the end of the day, they really all do have solutions. You want to go into a country that doesn't really speak English, you can easily use a translator app like DeepL and translate your whole entire store within minutes. You want to go to a country just like the UK or Australia, they're also going to be speaking English as well. So that is misconception number 2 debunked. Now, you may be asking yourself, okay, Ben, I'm sold. I want to try my product in a different market and I want to see how it goes. I'll give it a shot. That's great to hear. And now you also may be wondering, how do I find a product to actually sell? And the answer really isn't that complicated. It really is just going to take the same exact strategy you would do in order to find the other products that you'd sell before. And just like the countries like the US or your own home country if you're not inside of the US. My favorite methods to use is just by simply going to AliExpress and finding a product on here that has a high order count, going on PP ads and just seeing what's on the product page from there. I have free filters inside of my Discord server if you also want to utilize those as well. And even going on my TikTok and scrolling on the app until I see a get ready with me, a day in the life video that I can easily spot that is some clear UGC content and has, you know, very particular product placement that I can see what they're trying to sell. Those are 3 top methods that I'd recommend in order to find products to bring to different countries. Let's say, okay, I have a product and I know what market I want to bring my product to. Then what is the next step? What's next is just to simply create your advertisements. That's pretty much all. And you may be like asking yourself, this seems suspiciously easy. You know, the steps are so easy and you've made so much money, Ben, by just utilizing one different thing. And you've been able to see so much success just by bringing your product to a different market. And the short answer is yes, but I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. It's not going to be that easy. I may have made it seem easy in the past couple minutes here, but in reality, it's going to take a lot of work. This isn't going to be a let me switch markets and get a winner on my first try type of thing, but this is going to be a let me expand my mind and realize that the US or the country that I'm currently advertising in isn't all there is to the world. Now, with that being said, there's a lot of things that I see dropshippers struggling with each and every day, whether it's their ads, offer, store, product, or anything in between. It really just does astonish me by a lot of the stuff that people do need help on. And so that is one thing that I think you do need to keep in mind as well, is even when switching markets to somewhere else, you're still going to need to perfect your craft and everything else you do, whether it is your offer to your ads. You need to have all that on point, even if you want to see success in these other countries. Now, I want to introduce something that I've never done before in my whole entire e-commerce career, and that is a bootcamp. I've officially opened up my own Q4 bootcamp from November 12th starting date to all the way to the end of the year, December 31st. And I know there's a lot of people watching this video who maybe don't have a Q4 winner, or, you know, maybe you do, and you're very lost on, hey, how do I scale this product? Why am I always breaking even? Why can't I scale this product up to this point, but when it hits that point, it seems to always go down? Like I say, for everything, there's always a solution. That's exactly why I've opened up my bootcamp starting this November 12th. I'm going to be going over everything for you guys, and it's going to be a one-on-one mentorship with basically you and me, as well as being able to get private community access to a very select amount of few individuals just like you. So with that being said, if this is something that interests you, you can click on the link down below and you can watch a video that I have placed there and basically see if this is for you. Cost for this is going to be $2,000, and it's a full 2-month bootcamp, a 7-week in-depth bootcamp with 1 weekly call with me of one-on-one mentorship calls, and I do not leave the call until all of your questions are answered, and daily check-ins to keep you accountable for whatever you do. The ending date or the cutoff date for sign up is November 11th. So if you are interested, you are going to have to sign up very, very quick, because I know this YouTube video is going around a similar time to when that bootcamp will actually be starting as well. I do want to show a couple things real quick. You can see just from people inside of my Discord server here, not even my mentorship or not even a bootcamp, we can see people here hitting 1K days, and we can see people here literally changing their life on products that they learn from the material that we put inside of the server. This is how they're changing their life, and so many more testimonials. I want to show you one of my first mentor students that I actually took into my own hands before I even started the server, and he tested a total of 2 products in his dropshipping career, one without me and one with me. This first one flopped, which is why you do not see it on this testimonial page, and the second ever product he tested by utilizing and bringing his product to a new market, now he was able to hit up to a $600 day. Now, if we go to the wins channel as well, we can see so many more wins of people hitting 1K days, 2K days, and all utilizing a method that I have touched on very briefly with them. And so I want to ask you, what is stopping you from having me teach you about an in-depth strategy that even people who know about it on the surface are finding so much success? And even myself right here, I am willing to go in depth and teach you everything there is to this concept in my bootcamp starting this 12th. So once again, if you are interested, cutoff date to sign up for the bootcamp bootcamp is on the November 11th. Official starting date is November 12th, and it goes all the way to the end of the year till December 31st. I will be sitting in a call with you every single week and answering your questions while also having a planned out lesson in order to have you master this skill by the end of the year and be prepared by 2024, which I genuinely do believe will be another golden era of dropshipping. If this is something you're interested in, you can just click on the first link in the description down below. You can watch the video in there and you can schedule a 15-minute call with me, not with any representatives or not any customer support, but a 15-minute call of my time. And so we can see if this is something that you do fit into. And we think this is a good thing that you can do as well. With that being said, move on to the next thing. You can see here how I've been able to transform my life by just drop shipping and utilizing methods and systems that I've created on my own and learned the hard way, and exactly why I'm willing to take my information I've learned over a long period of time and bring it to you and condense it and be able to teach you and excel you in your own journey in a very, very short amount of time. With that being said, that's really all I had for this video. I'll hit a quick refresh check for my dashboard here. This is my daily sales to let you guys know I'm not just talking about this method and it didn't work a year ago, it didn't work 5 years in the future, but it's working right now. And if there's any time to capitalize on this strategy, it's going to be right now and right here. Now, if you do want to be taught by me and only me and be able to succeed in your e-commerce journey and find that other winner that you want to find and be able to sell for months on end, or just find that first winner that's going to make you your first $1,000 a day, then you can click on the first link in the description down below. I do want to also mention that this whole entire bootcamp that is going on for all of November starting on the 12th and the full month of December is only going to be limited to 10 spots and only 10 spots. If by the time you're seeing this video, if when you click on the link, there's going to be a live counter on the page down below, and so that number is going to be changed every single time someone signs up. So with that being said, there's only 10 spots available for this bootcamp. I hope to see you there. That's all I had, so peace.